Alright guys, I am now on break. I was actually thinking of not doing a break today, but my manager wanted me to. Well, he let me have a choice, but he said something like, are you sure you don't want a 15-minute break? So that meant, he kind of wanted me to have a break. But yeah, so the reason why I wasn't going to go on break today is because the person I was supposed to work with, he actually called in. I don't know if he's sick or something. It just sounded urgent, I guess, where he just couldn't come. So that's a bit worrying, but I don't think it's nothing life-threatening or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just taking my 15 right now. Right when I got in the store, though, there was actually no one on register, and the new kid I was supposed to work with, he actually got to leave at earlier for whatever reason. So obviously I took over for register when he left, and when I get off for break, it's just gonna be me on register the full time. So yeah, it's just me and my manager tonight. It was actually getting pretty busy because my manager was just on break. Do I agree with that? No, because it's busy, but, it is what it is. But, yeah. I can't really think of any customer stories or anything like that right now. All I know was pretty busy, but I gotten used to it because I had other coworkers who would never show up to their shifts or anything like that, so I would always have to have the shift myself. And I just looked at my schedule for next week. Next week, I pretty much work like every day. Sunday is a morning shift, so most likely I'll take you with me on that. I don't know if I will for my other shifts, it just depends how busy I am and shit. But yeah, so that happened, and then but yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Tuesday, our usual shopping day, I might take you along on that. Tuesday is a day I do work, but we might shop earlier or something, who knows. If we're shopping here, though, I obviously won't record just for reasons, just so I won't get fired. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to record in the break room, but I recorded like TikToks here and shit, like TikTok filters, so I don't think it should be too much of an issue. But yeah, but today rest of the shift should be alright, and yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say because, like I said, tonight I was just on register. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it of me talking for now. Next time you'll see me will probably be after my shift, and I'll pretty much just talk about what I do after my shift, and pretty much just, a final talk before I sign out. So I'll probably see you guys after my shift. See you then. Alright guys, so I just got done with my shift. Right now we're at Hardee's to get my food. I'm not sure if they'll let me record in there. I might. But when you see me again, I'll either be in the restaurant ordering my food, or I'll be in here to talk about what I do during the night after my shift and whatnot. So yeah, see you guys then. Alright guys, my cars are getting ready right now. So normally here is where I get my stuff, or sometimes I'll go to Casey's and get some stuff there. But yeah. I'll meet you guys again when I get back in the vehicle, and I'll pretty much talk about my stuff I want to talk about. Guys, we got my food at Hardee's. I just got some french fries because they're the cheapest thing on the menu. I get Hardee's French fries are probably my second favorite French fry because they kind of have the same like texture, and you kind of see they're like the same size as like McDonald's French fries, so they're my second favorite. Now, some of you may ask, why? Now, most of the time, after my shift, I know I said this probably at Hardee's, but I'm saying it again so it's more clear, because it was kind of busy in there, but most of the time after my shift, we'd go to either Hardee's or Casey's, specifically in Goldfield, because they have better service and better food. Just a better experience there. But it's one of those two places. Sometimes Subway, but not all the time, because their sandwiches are very expensive. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do I always go out to eat? Why do I always go to a fast food restaurant? Why can't I eat at home? You know, stuff like that. You might be wondering that. And I'm gonna give you the reality it is right now. So, I'm a 15-year-old boy having a job, and I pretty much work a lot. I work a lot of shifts pretty much every day, right? First of all, even if I wanted to make something, I probably wouldn't have the energy, because I work like 5 hours a day, and that takes a lot out of you. And second of all, like I said, there's not a lot of time to eat at home. And another thing about it is, like, do I want to be healthy? Kinda. Like, I may not like fruits or vegetables, but I want to at least try it. And not just French fries or anything fried or anything like that, like actual fruit and vegetables. But the problem with that is that, for one, salads, they can be pretty darn expensive. And I can, yes, buy one, or I can buy the vegetables and make one, but then again, that also wouldn't be very cheap. Like, it would, but getting it all the time, having to make it at home and whatnot, that just takes up too much time, energy. And most of my shifts are night shifts. Like the Sunday will be a morning shift, which I'll take you along on, but most of the time it'll be a night shift. So I just don't have that energy to make my own food or anything like that. And I know it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but if you're like me, who doesn't really have a lot of money, and the only thing that's kind of getting you by is your paychecks from your job, specifically at a retail store, then, that's all you can really do. Because the healthy things are going to be the most expensive things, and the unhealthiest things are probably going to be the cheapest things. And I'm not about to just eat a salad every day. Like, I'm not eating it every day. I couldn't just do that. Like I said, I would want to be healthy. I would want to try to put myself on a diet. But, right now, that's just not possible. And if someone were to tell me, or a doctor would tell me, hey, go on a diet, I'd say, sorry, that's impossible. And if they ask why, it's because, well, it's just expensive, and there's just no time to make it at home. But yeah, and like I said, I get French fries, pizza. They're not the healthiest thing in the world, but it's the cheapest thing you're mostly going to get. And I do sometimes wish I was more healthier. I do sometimes wish I would watch my weight more, but there's not a lot you can do about it. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be it for now. I think that's actually going to end it for this vlog. I might vlog again tomorrow. Most likely, I know my next vlog will most definitely be Sunday, because that's a morning shift, and I'll pretty much show you and pretty much compare what's like during the morning shift and pretty much compare. But yeah, that's going to be it. Hope y'all enjoyed this vlog. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Hope y'all enjoyed. See you in the next one.